Welcome to a Cinemafia story. This is the boss, Gary. And today I'm going to talk to you about an experience I had this morning at the Denver Recovery Spa and Lounge, as I had received a spa treatment this morning. Me, Gary, perhaps the craziest guy you know if you know him, was invited to go to one of the most serene and interesting therapeutic experiences that I've ever had. And I had a huge thought while I was sitting in the infrared sauna, just feeling the warmth come towards me. And I was watching my timer outside count down, and I was focused on that time because the last thing I wanted to do was fall asleep in the infrared sauna. I had diligently read all the expectations that were involved. I even quickly ran out of the cozy space to grab a towel to put under my keister because I had forgot to do so. No, I wasn't naked, folks. I had on underwear. But anywho, as I'm sitting and I'm watching this timer count down from 30 minutes, I have 30 minutes to sit in this warm space and feel the infrared energy on myself. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking the last thing I want to do is fall asleep right now, because I had actually fallen asleep in my previous treatment that I had just come from that morning, which was neuro-optimal engineering, I believe. Look, guys, Gary's not always the best with names, but I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Neurofeedback therapy, which I had actually fallen asleep in. But I'll get into that in just a moment. I want to talk about, though, what I experienced in the infrared sauna, what my mind was able to do while I was focusing my attention on what time I had left. Always for me, it's the clock's running down. How much time do you have left? You're 36 now. If you were ever going to be big or successful, you should have done it by now. You're more than halfway through your life, as far as you would guess. Actually, you're probably 99% done with your life if you were going to go by some previous standards. Always this time, this clock is counting down on me. And as I was sitting there watching and just truly enjoying sitting, being allowed to do nothing. And even when I'm being allowed to do nothing, I can't turn my mind off. But I was sitting and I was thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful? Wouldn't it be wonderful if I had the kind of life that allowed me to spend an hour and a half every Tuesday morning doing 3 wonderful methods of therapy that I've never experienced before, and just being allowed to do nothing. But I couldn't let myself think that way. Because when you're the boss of Cinemafia, all you do is think about what the next move is. How are you going to make it? I imagine this is what a young Vito Corleone felt in The Godfather 2. But as I was sitting there and I figured to myself, well, you may never be the type of person who could actually commit an hour and a half every Tuesday just to yourself, and clearing your mind. Try as you might. Isn't it possible that you could do some of the things that you love to do while experiencing at least an attitude of peace, serenity, and relaxation? So I would say, if you want to continue to read the finer details about my experience over at the Denver Recovery Lounge and Spa, please dust off your eyeballs, read a blog. Let me tell you about it. But my biggest takeaway as I prepared for this was opening myself to the possibility that there may be a service out there or therapy that can take me further along in gaining mental clarity and in healing some of the damage that I've done through 17 years plus of alcoholism. And as I'm sitting here talking to you from my bathtub, I truly believe that I was given a boost in my mental clarity today. I feel invigorated. I have so many plans in my mind, and they are all coming together. They're mapping themselves out. They're doing the heavy lifting for me. It's like my brain has pushed some of this to the background and it's working on that enigma back there. While in the front, I get to sit here and just continue to be able to relax, because when I left the spa today, I just wished I could have been there for 4 or 5 more hours. So the soft compromise on that was to do my work from the bathroom today, and here I am, looking at some scented candles and a bunch of bath bubbles. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for sitting down and chatting with me. Hope it wasn't too awkward.